Good morning, this is Shelby Law with the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Saturday, July 8th, 2023. The fire potential impacts for the next few days are shown here. We're still expecting conditions to be hot, dry, and windy across the southern Great Basin, really through the weekend and into the first part of next week. Conditions remain dry and breezy down there. We also are looking for some isolated to widely scattered showers and thunderstorms today, with a better chance over the mountains of Idaho. Some of those storms will linger into Sunday, decreasing by Monday. Yesterday, we did have a little bit of thunderstorm activity right along the Idaho-Nevada border there and the Utah and Idaho border, and then up into western Wyoming. Some of these storms were accompanied by some light precip. Initial attack was pretty light yesterday with just a few small fires. The past 7 days have been generally dry. Really the only area that we've seen precip is here in northern Nevada and northern Utah, right along that frontal boundary that's been kind of hanging out this week, and then a little bit of precip up north. Here we're looking at the Severe Fire Danger Index, which combines the ERC and the BI to show us our current fire danger, including the wind. So this we are seeing elevated values down here across southern and southeast Utah where the conditions are dry and we have some breezy winds. This morning's satellite imagery shows that little bit of moisture lingering across the north today with the high pressure located to the south and the east. So for this afternoon, the high still remaining to the south and east, keeping things dry and hot across the south. With some breezy winds over the southern Great Basin, and then a little bit of moisture moving across Idaho today that will enhance the chances for some afternoon thunderstorms. We do have high risk out for the winds across southern Utah. A closer look at those winds shows the strongest winds are going to be over far southern and southeast Utah, with breezy conditions over southern Nevada and southwest Utah, and then outflows are possible with any thunderstorms that develop in Idaho. Best chance for precipitation today is going to be over the mountains of central Idaho and western Wyoming, and then maybe just a little bit right along the northern Utah border. On Sunday, still keeping things warm and dry and breezy across the south. Our thunderstorms decrease across the north to some extent. The high still located to the south and east, and a low pressure off the Pacific coast. Winds pick up a bit tomorrow, especially over eastern Nevada and southwest Utah. And the probability of precip decreases there across the north, with generally dry conditions, quite dry, in fact, over southern Nevada and southern Utah. On Monday, more of the same is expected. The overall weather pattern's not changing a whole lot. Still the high to the south and east, warm and dry, breezy across Utah and Nevada. High risk again on Monday for some of those winds down south. So again, pretty good day for some winds across much of the southern half of Utah and into southern Nevada. Temperatures will start to climb into the first of next week. Highs near 100 degrees in some of our northern and central valleys, and low relative humidities area-wide. 3-day precip totals are shown here. Really just looking for this precip across the north to occur today, maybe a little bit into tomorrow, and then drying. On Tuesday, warm and dry region-wide. We still will see some breezy conditions across portions of the southern Great Basin. And on Wednesday, warm, dry, and breezy. A little bit of action off the Pacific coast with the low developing up there. And into Thursday, warm, dry, breezy across the Great Basin. That's the trend here, with the high still located to the south and east. Not much movement there until that high really starts to move. We're still going to be in this dry, warm, breezy zonal flow across the Great Basin. And that pattern holds through Friday. That the high looks to move just a little bit further west, keeping things warm, dry, breezy. 7-day totals are shown here. Really, the only precip we're looking at is occurring in the short term, particularly today and into tomorrow, and then we're dry after that. The extended forecast for July 15th through the 21st keeps things very warm across the basin and very dry. So this is the pattern: warm, dry, with some breezy winds through the third week of July. And this concludes today's fire potential briefing. Please check back tomorrow for the latest updates.